To the precious members of the SGI, presented on behalf of the Vallejo Chapter, SGI-USA, by Vallejo Metals District, SGI-USA.
This is a pale, abbreviated interpretation of what Nichiren Daishonin considered a seminal moment in Buddhism. The dialogue and/or text are directly from the writings of Nichiren Daishonin, Gosho number 48, on rebuking slander of the law and eradicating sins, pages 435 to 448. Thus begins.
What took place was no ordinary ceremony.
The thus come one, many treasures, who lives in the world of treasure purity, made his appearance, seated in a tower that emerged from the earth. Shakyamuni, who purified millions of worlds in addition to this major world system, planted them with rows of jewel trees, placed a lion seat beneath each jewel tree, and seated on these seats all the Buddhas from the 10 directions who were his emanations. The thus come one Shakyamuni opened the treasure tower and took a seat beside the thus come one many treasures. The other bodhisattvas of this world and other bodhisattvas of the other worlds were gathered together in open space throughout the 10 directions, like so many stars filling the skies. It was under such circumstances that the 4 bodhisattvas emerged from the earth. The Buddha summoned forth the bodhisattvas' superior practices, boundless practices, pure practices, and firmly established practices, and their followers from the great earth of the tranquil light. These 4 bodhisattvas, they seemed to be of no significance whatever. They were like humble mountain folk mingling in the company of nobles and high ministers. These 4 bodhisattvas had been the disciples of Shakyamuni, the Lord of teachings, since numberless major world system, thus particle kalpas in the past, from the time he had first aroused the aspiration for and attained enlightenment. They had never followed any other Buddha. After summoning the 4 bodhisattvas, Shakyamuni Buddha entrusted them with the 5 characters of Myoho Renge Kyo, and this entrustment was no ordinary affair. After the Buddha displayed the wonders of his 10 supernatural powers, and in what is termed the transfer of the essence of the sutra, he extracted the core of the Lotus Sutra and transferred it to the 4 bodhisattvas. He fervently enjoined them to bestow it after his passing upon all living beings of the 10 directions. Thus ends the ceremony in the air. The 4 bodhisattvas return to the Saha world to fulfill their vows to transmit the teachings of the thus come one to all living beings.
Over 2,500 years passed, and the teachings of the Buddha Shakyamuni were transmitted down to the middle days of the law. and now into the latter day of the law of this Saha world.
Nearly 800 years ago, Nichiren Daishonin, the votary of the Lotus Sutra, was born. He awakens to, understands, and distills the teachings of the Thus Come One, the Lord of Teachings, Shakyamuni Buddha. Nichiren gifts all mankind with the Gohonzon, the mandala of the ultimate law, for us to live joyful, eternal lives.
For the sake of the happiness of all beings in this latter day of the law, we the worldwide members of the Soka Gakkai International have been blessed with the compassion, integrity, and fortitude of faith by the three founding presidents of the SGI, President Soneso Barrow, Maya Kiguchi, President Jose Toda, and President Daisaku Ikeda.
Their words and actions, continuing the path of mentor and disciple, have forged along with all the SGI members worldwide a joyous, never-ending pathway for every being to walk through the eternities of our existences.
From each of our treasure towers, we send the songs in our hearts through the sound of our voices into the universes, chanting Nam Myo Mori